What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for popping into my review for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm reviewing this film because we are less than a week away from the release of Snow White, which I am slightly nervous to see because it seems like from the trailers and all the clips coming out that they modernized it, but not in a good way. We'll have to find out. But the film that we're talking about now is the film that has such a profound legacy. This movie is the catapult of all of the Disney animation films today. I mean, Moana 2, which is the most recent, is here because of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You know, it's almost like you have the Marvel Cinematic Universe because of Iron Man being the first animated Disney film. I mean, that is huge. And what this movie might not have the best storyline of a later Disney film. You know, it might not have as good as story as Pinocchio, which was the film to follow this up. But what this has is the introduction to Disney and the tone of their films. You have everything in this film. You have heart. It showed you and introduced us to the heart of Disney and to the fear and the scariness of Disney because the evil witch in this film is so terrifying. The queen is creepy, but the witch is absolutely terrifying. And the scenes with the witch are haunting, and I love these scenes. I remember being creeped out by them when I was younger, and now seeing them and appreciating them so much more. I mean, the film is so layered, and it's a lot deeper of a movie than it is on the surface. On its surface, it's just a flimsy fairy tale story with not a lot going on, but there's so much personality and there's so much heart. And it's not only that stuff, but you were also getting to see this studio hand draw a feature length animated film. And they did a lot of things. And you have a lot of sequences where the dwarves are in the bathtub or they're washing their hands or when they're first coming home to find Snow White, and just so many funny little bits of animation that are in this movie that make it also really special. And the screenplay is very good, but there's some funny things in the screenplay, like the character Doc has this speech impediment. He says, "What are you and who are you doing?" I mean, I still say that today. Maybe not, but it's hilarious. I mean, all the dwarves, you relate with every single one of them because it's basically emotions. I mean, this is like Inside Out. You have happy, you have sleepy, grumpy, all of them. I mean, those could be the next Inside Out characters. And I think that could be really clever if they did do that for Inside Out 3. But I don't know. I feel like that's going in a different direction. But all the dwarves by their names and their personalities, which you do love. Dopey is quite the dope. And there is some fishy things going on with Dopey. He is up to something. What is he up to? You never find out because he's always biting on his tongue or drooling or doing something, and I want to know. Who knows what the deal is there? But the score to this movie is one of the most beautiful, sophisticated instrumental scores. The overture, I could replay that overture over and over again. They played it at the Hollywood Bowl a couple years ago. I've been listening to that. I mean, really beautiful. I mean, this theme is almost like church-like. It's almost like biblical in a sense. I don't know. It just feels that. I don't know. It has a quality to it. I can't explain it. I love the score to the film, and it was nominated for Best Original Score at the Oscars. Kind of weird that this didn't get a Best Picture nomination. I mean, this is a great film, and it should have been recognized. I mean, for what it did at the time, I can only imagine never seeing a 2D animated movie, and now you're seeing one. I mean, it kind of would blow you away. And then you see a 3D animated movie like Toy Story, and that kind of blew the socks off. The first 3D animated film blew the socks off of. I mean, it's just these big milestones. This movie's a milestone in many ways, and it has so many magical qualities to it. If you watch this movie, just the opening and the zooming in on the castle, with very eerie music playing in the background, which I just love the music in this film. Meeting the witch and just the whole movie, it just feels like it's so well done, so well cared about, so magical, so enchanting. I mean, it kind of casts a spell on you. And I can kind of rave about this movie for a long time. But you want to know what? I am torn if I like this or Sleeping Beauty more. I am, even Cinderella. I mean, those three for me are kind of tied. I don't know which one I like the most, but yeah, this is a terrific achievement of a movie, and it's a 5 out of 5 stars. And I'm happy that I got to rewatch it on 4K at Blu-ray. Physical media, it's still a thing. Do you know what that is these days? Who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's an excellent transfer. It seems like they went in and went to the camera negative or original prints of it, whatever the case may be. They did an excellent job. There's a 4K of Cinderella release as well, which I would really recommend. And they did kind of an unofficial trilogy trifecta with The Nightmare Before Christmas on 4K as well. So those three kind of came out consecutively, and they were all amazing transfers. Just to kind of throw that out there. But yeah, that's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, guys. Comment down below. I am so afraid for this new film. I just feel like the modernization of it is going to take away all the magic, and my fingers are crossed. We'll see what happens. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We got a bunch of reviews coming in the future, including these two behind me, which I'm really excited about that one. I don't know about that one, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingOfRises131. That's about it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the one that started it all. And until next time, over and out.